What if I told you there was a plugin that could drastically improve your mixes and make them translate on speakers so much better? Stay tuned because I'm going to take you through something that I think is really going to help you level up, and I'm super excited to share it with you. My name's Simon, I'm a home studio producer. I have a studio called Sans Production. I produce my own music and I produce music for other people as well. And I recently came across this amazing plugin called Sound ID, and it's by Sonarworks, and it's honestly been a game changer. I haven't actually bought the plugin yet. I've been using the 21-day free trial and it's been amazing. And I want to share with you my experiences and what I've learned from using this plugin with some different headphones that I use. So first, I'm going to go through some of the different headphones that I use. These are the K271 MK2s by AKG. I've had these for quite a while. The reason why I bought them at the time was because they were expensive, so I just assumed that they would be good quality headphones, that they would sound good. I was a lot younger when I bought these. So I've had these for probably about 7 or 8 years now, so they are pretty old. But yeah, I bought them and I didn't read any reviews. I just kind of bought them because I thought they'd sound good. They have some great features, like when you put them on your head, they activate, they turn on. They have this cable here which can disconnect and you can swap it out for like a coiled cable. One of the things that over time, as I've got better at producing and mixing music, is they have a very interesting frequency curve, which I'm going to go through in the next part of the video with all of the headphones that I have. So they're my AKGs. The next set of headphones that I use a fair bit for mixing, and recently I bought some Rocket 7s. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I actually really like them. And they came with these free headphones, the K&S 6400s, and I actually really liked the sound of these headphones. As soon as I put them on, they had a really nice low end and I just really enjoyed using them. But even with these, there are some flaws, and I'm going to go through that with you as well after I show you one more pair of headphones. My last pair of headphones are the DT990 Pros, the 250 ohm open back headphones. I did a bunch of research. I just thought, you know, everyone talks about them. Oh, they sound great. And they do sound good, but they are very hyped and they have a very almost piercing top end, which I discovered as I was mixing. So we're going to go through these headphones and we're going to look at the curve of the frequency response, and we're going to look at that in Sonarworks. So let's go. So here we are in Sonarworks. What I'm going to do is show you how to add a headphone output. So you click add new output. This is the interface that I'm using, the Audient ID14. Now I'm going to click up here, select calibration profile, and I've actually already, you can see it says recent calibration profiles. I've got my KRK, my AKG and my Beyerdynamic headphones. So I'm going to click on, let's just go KRK. Let's just add them all. We'll just get them all in there. All right, so it shows you the frequency profile of the KRK headphones. Okay, you can see it's got a massive boost here. It's like probably about 150, maybe 200 hertz, and then it's kind of rolling down. It has like a bump here at probably about 2K, and then it's kind of got like another bump here at about 6K. There's like a little dip there. So basically it's not completely flat, but I really, like I said, I really do like the sound of these headphones. But what will happen when I click this calibration button, it will actually flip the curve. So what was up is now down, and what was down is now up. And what this does is it completely levels out your headphones. It makes them completely flat. Now, this is amazing because what it does is it actually makes your headphones so much more neutral. I find that what's happening is when I'm mixing, I'm hearing these bumps, and what I'll do is I'll end up like taming those and actually bringing those little peaks down. And then when I get in the car, I'm like, what the heck? Why does my mix sound so flat? Like, why does it sound so, why does it sound so tame? And it ends up affecting the way I treat transients. It affects the way I do compression, the way I do EQ. It affects everything, even reverbs. It's crazy. And then this bump down here, what I would be doing is I'd be compensating for that by scooping out guitars and scooping out the bass and maybe turning down my kick drum even more. And I end up having a track that's just not sounding right in the car. And we all know we love a good car test, let's be honest. So when I click this calibration button, it flips everything, makes everything really flat. And when you listen, you just hear everything like it almost sounds really bad, because if you've been mixing with it like this, your mix will sound amazing in your headphones. You'll be like, flip, that sounds so good. And then you press this calibration button and it's like you've just gone back to square one. So mixing from this point is actually crazy, because when you're mixing with the calibration enabled, when you uncalibrate it, when you disable the calibration, the whole mix just like it comes alive. It jumps out, the stereo width, it expands, because these headphones have actually been calibrated for a listening enjoyment, not for mixing. And that's one of the things when I clicked on, say, the AKG 271s, it's the same thing. This is the frequency curve here. I mean, this one surprised me so much because it has like all of these spikes everywhere. It's got this huge dip here at like 3K. It just drops out, and then there's this big boost here at like probably about 7K up to nearly 10, and then it drops down. There is literally no bass with these headphones. It's like completely rolled off. These headphones sound great for probably if you're tracking guitars or something, because they have this nice little boost kind of around here where kind of like a electric guitar is like a sweet spot. But when you click this calibration button, it's like the sound is just so much better. It's like these headphones just come alive. It's actually insane. And then with these Beyerdynamic headphones, so this is the frequency curve here. These headphones actually sound pretty good. I was pretty surprised with them. They've got like this little drop off here at about 3K, so they aren't harsh. But then there's this big boost here, and they do sound quite like sibilant-y. Like they have like this, I don't even know if that's a word. They sound they've got this very high presence to them. But when you press that calibration button, all of that just drops off, and they're so much more neutral, and they might sound a little bit worse in terms of like the sonic kind of like picture, but in terms of clarity, it's like you can just hear every detail, and it just makes mix decisions so much easier. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix a 30-second song. It's going to be using stock plugins, just stock compressors, stock EQ, stock reverbs, and maybe a delay. And I'm going to do stock plugins on my master strip as well. And I'm going to show you how the mix can sound with using either Sonarworks enabled or Sonarworks disabled. And I'm going to have a listen in my car, and we're going to judge it, see what it sounds like. All right, so I have finished the song. It's super simple. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tracks. It's super, super simple. All right, I'm going to mix it with my DT990 Pros. I'm going to do one with Sonarworks, one without Sonarworks, and we shall see how they sound in the car. We'll do the car test. All right, let's go. All right, we have a break in the rain. So this is the car test. I'm really excited. First one is going to be with Sonarworks off. This is just mixing straight with my headphones. Let's have a listen. This is a mixture for Sonarworks. Simple song. I feel like my vocals are a bit buried. Could be a little crispier. Just missing a bit of that vocal clarity. I like it. It's still not bad. All right, let's go Sonarworks on. This is a mixture for Sonarworks. That's way clearer. My headphones work. Song is cringy. Of this I'm sure. Sorry everybody, in case I bore you. Vocals are way clearer. I'm so sorry about the cheesiness of the song. My apologies. I do feel like the mix with Sonarworks is better. I feel like, yeah, the vocal is definitely more present. I think because when I think about the frequency curve of the DT990s, there is like that boost up in that high range. So what I would be doing is I'd be compensating that when I'm mixing the vocals, and I'd actually probably either be maybe de-essing a little harder or even like not boosting those frequencies around kind of like 5K. So when I did the Sonarworks enabled, I do remember doing some boosts in that range. Not a lot, probably like a dB. But when I listen to this mix, I do hear that clarity come through. So I think it's safe to say it does make a huge improvement in your tracks. I know that I probably could have spent more time in both mixes, probably tweaking and doing little bits here and there. But overall, I feel like the Sonarworks one definitely takes the cake. So there we go. I'm going to put both versions up. So have a listen to them. They're going to be at the very end of the video. See for yourself and let me know what you think in the comments. Awesome. This is a mixture for Sonarworks. Simple song. Check my headphones work. Song is cringy. Out of this I'm sure. Sorry everybody, in case I bore you. Mix check headphones to make sure it sounds good when I am driving on my own. Yeah. This is a mixture for Sonarworks. Simple song. Check my headphones work.